You need to varnish your paintings, and here's why. You work so hard on this piece of art, and you want to protect it for a long time. You want to make sure it lasts and it's permanent. Because varnishing protects from dirt, dust, abrasion. It also is going to boost the color saturation in your paint, and it's going to unify the sheen. All the varnishes in the Liquitex range can be used on flexible and inflexible surfaces, and they can be used indoor and outdoor. The non-removable range has a high gloss, satin, and matte finish, and they should only be used on acrylic paintings. And when you're making an acrylic painting and you're varnishing it, you should wait 72 hours to a week, depending on the thickness of the paint, before you apply the varnish. The non-removable range is called Soluvar. It comes in gloss and matte finishes. They can be intermixed to create a satin finish. And Soluvar means it's a solvent-based varnish. That's where the name comes from. So it's removable with mineral spirits. So later on down the road, if you should get an abrasion or something else on the painting, you can remove it. It's a good idea to put an isolation coat down or a barrier coat. What that means is you can put something like Liquitex gloss, medium, and varnish on the surface of your painting. That'll be non-removable. With Soluvar on top of that, if you need to remove the Soluvar, if you need to remove that layer, you'll never actually get down to the paint layer, only that isolation coat. So your painting is going to be protected. And that's an important thing if they're going to last a long time. When you do varnish, choose a dedicated varnish brush. What I mean by that is don't use it for something else. Don't use it to paint with, only for your varnishing. I think it's a good idea to choose a synthetic hair brush. You don't want to use a bristle brush. Bristles are tough and they're going to leave marks in the varnish layer. When you do varnish, get a little bit of varnish on the brush, drag it straight across the painting, come back, pick up a little bit more, get the excess off, and slightly overlap. Do so across the entire painting. And if you notice that you've missed a little space, resist the urge to go back, because you can come into a partially dried area of varnish and mess up the whole layer. So it's a better idea to wait 24 hours, let it dry thoroughly, and come back in the opposite direction. That will take care of any little areas that you missed. For more tips on varnishing, please check out Liquitex.com.